I can't believe Trump's actually going to win this fucking thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so up. God.
What the hell? You cannot be serious. How did I wake up to this garbage as my president? That's right, garbage.
I'm sorry. No.
I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have.
In times of fascism and authoritarianism.
And that kind of extreme, sort of extremist, right-wing, fascist-type government.
Why?
What is this, and where did it come from? This is the question the book The Woke Mind seeks to answer. To understand that question, we'll have to go back a bit. Marxism promised to create utopia and liberate people. The reality was quite different. The communist regimes in China, Cuba, Cambodia, and the Soviet Union unleashed the greatest human rights catastrophes the world has ever known, leading to the deaths of over 100 million people. Meanwhile, in America and the West, capitalism ushered in incredible levels of freedom and abundance. Marxists needed to change their strategy. The critical theorists of the Frankfurt School in Germany decided to infiltrate universities, creating armies of activists posing as scholars. The postmodernists in France became relativists. They essentially said, if our ideas are discredited, then all ideas must be discredited. It was like a child taking his ball and going home after losing a game. This was known as the cultural turn in Marxism, because radicals began to focus more on cultural issues than on economics. These German and French ideas were combined in American universities and joined with identity politics. Judith Butler pioneered postmodern feminism and was a crucial thinker in queer theory, where we get transgender ideology. Derek Bell pioneered critical race theory in law schools, which quickly spread to the rest of the university. Bell's most prominent student was Kimberly Crenshaw, who coined the term intersectionality.
It's just a metaphor for understanding the ways that multiple forms of inequality or disadvantage sometimes compound themselves, and they create obstacles that often are not understood within conventional ways of thinking about anti-racism or feminism or whatever social justice advocacy structures we have.
Intersectionality is an attempt to bring together all the various groups claiming oppression, based on race, gender, sexuality, body weight, age, or disability status. This gave us an endless search for finding oppression lurking in every nook and cranny. Anything and everything could be labeled as problematic. This explains some of the more bizarre sites in the social justice movement, like Queers for Palestine. The world is reduced to simplistic thought-canceling phrases.
Lisa left because she was bawling because you couldn't say sorry, and Mommy is standing here in front of you. Do you even know who she is?
I've apologized for causing pain. I was looking for the right words.
You have created space for violence.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
You don't get a choice here.
I disagree that I've fostered violence. I disagree with that statement.
Anything considered problematic is bad. Anything dubbed diverse is good. Like waving a magic wand, these activists believe they can speak this reality into existence. The new social justice ideology is far more common amongst the most privileged people in our society than among the poor and downtrodden. This is why you see tons of protests at Ivy League universities and hardly any at community colleges. Socialists once fetishized the working class, but these new activists tend to find the working class icky if they don't know what non-binary or gender fluid means. This form of political activism has come to represent a new religion, and it has taken on a cult-like fervor. Anyone who does not adhere to every element of the narrative must be canceled.
You need to make reparations for how you've harmed all of us in this specific instance. I think everybody here would like a refund and additional meals through the end of the quarter.
This does not just include conservatives. Left-wing transgender YouTuber Natalie Wynn received harsh backlash from transgender activists for associating with Buck Angel, another transgender activist who has since fallen out of favor with the woke mob. Black Marxist professor Adolph Reed Jr. had a speech canceled by the Democratic Socialists of America because he thought it was more important to focus on economics than on race. Yes, that's right, the largest socialist organization in America canceled a highly respected Ivy League black Marxist professor because he was insufficiently progressive on the issue of race. Critical race theory professors claimed in a paranoid tone that this Marxist was secretly working for racist capitalists. When these bad ideas spread, bad things happen. This ranges from the mostly peaceful protests of Black Lives Matter to mutilating the healthy bodies of mentally ill kids in the name of transgender rights. The day-to-day mental health of people is being destroyed by an ideology that teaches us to see oppression lurking around every corner.
Does America have this many Nazi, Hitler-following pieces of trash?
This worldview naturally creates anxiety, paranoia, delusions, and a persecution complex.
I am 48 years old and I have never experienced anything like this and never thought I would in this country.
It doesn't have to be this way. If you want to understand more about the fanaticism of the social justice mindset and how to undo it, pick up a copy of The Woke Mind, available now on Amazon.